Welcome back to a brand new weekly market outlook brought to you by Funding Frontier and myself, Ryan Cruz. I'm a trader of 5 years experience, multiple funded accounts, and I am full time. Now, jumping straight into it, we're going to be looking at the weekly to start off with, and then we go down to the daily, 4 hour, 1 hour, half an hour, 15 minute, doing a top down analysis of what we can expect for this week, including news events of the US dollar. We've also got Trump's inauguration tomorrow, so it is a US bank holiday tomorrow, so I will not be trading US bank holiday. Volume is not expected to be the same, setups are less likely to play out, so what's the point in taking the risk? So yeah, jumping straight into it, as you can see, just based off the weekly, we do have this period of consolidation off the weekly. We've got a new support formed at 2719 700 area, and we've got this resistance up at 2746. So we obviously tapped into those all-time highs on gold. Now it looks like we obviously had our pullback when Trump was announced president, and now we're just consolidating in this area with the inauguration tomorrow. We're expecting some volatility throughout the week, so could be some potential big moves during this week. Looking at the candles in specific, obviously we've tapped now. We'll go into the daily in a minute, but you can see we've tapped into this previous resistance that we were looking for all week to tap into. We rejected it before, and this candle before. Oh, come on. We rejected it before here, and then a month and 1 week later, we've got the closure above this most recent support here. And then we continue to fill that wick, and we've tapped into that resistance again last week on this candle here. Now, looking at the candle itself, last week's candle, it did exactly what we said last week. We're going to retest them highs, and it's exactly what we said. We respected what we said. As long as we respect the previous low of the previous candle, which we did with the nice lower wick, then break the previous wick, we'll come up and retest these highs. It was perfection. So well done if you did tune into last week's weekly market outlook. You have got that spot on. Now, looking at the candle itself, we've got a pretty small body. Yes, we tapped into previous resistance, but we left a pretty big rejection wick and a big wick to the downside, making it quite unpredictable for the upcoming week. But we will have two scenarios where this is what I most favour with the weak bullish candle. I will expect price to fill the wick, and if we do break that previous wick high as so, then I will expect some sort of pullback and to break the previous low, just enticing some more buyers into the market at that point because we've got the weak bullish candle. That's if we start driving up at the beginning of the week. However, we could absolutely do the opposite if we do respect the previous low again, because we still do have nice bullish candle structure. We do respect the previous low first and then break the previous high. We could come up and then retest this previous resistance that we've just formally marked out. So we've got two really nice scenarios. With inauguration that we do have this week, there's potential, lots of volatility, potential gold all-time new highs as we are not that far away again. So yeah, we will have to see. But the way we're going to see is coming down to the daily time frame. So now, looking at the daily time frame, as you can see, this is what I was talking about, tapping into that previous resistance. Look how important this is, this resistance. Tapped into it here. We tapped into it twice, and then a big rejection. Tapped into it a third time, a big rejection. Now we've just tapped into it once again. Now this makes it a very tricky area. So again, if we do respect the previous low on the weekly and continue up bullish, we have every opportunity to come and retest this previous resistance, like we said on the weekly at 2746 we also use this and act as a support. Now if I mark out this area, this zone, you can clearly see how important this price is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're now hovering at that area. So how do we determine how we're going to take a trade? How we're going to get our bias off of the daily? Now, what we're going to do, just going to get rid of that so we can see a bit clearer. Now we do have this most recent resistance formed off the daily now. So if we do get that closure above 2713,952. Then we've got the clean candles coming up to that take profit target that we talked about. And then if we continue up that bullish momentum, and we do get a closure above 2746,800 again, then we've got all the clean candles to the left coming up to 2787,965. Maybe later on in the week we can retest those highs if we get the closure above. It's so important that you get the candle closure above though. That's the indication. Candle closure above that area and then above that area, that's the indication we're going to carry on bullish. Do we have clean candles to the left hand side? If you tune into these every week, if you tune into my content, if you tune into Funding Frontiers content, you always know that you have to have clean candles to the left. Do we? Yes, we do here. Not here because it's choppy, so that's why I wanted the candle closure above again, and that's why it's a TP area. But do we have clean candles after that? Clean candles after that? Yes, coming up towards 2787, 2788 pretty much. What happens though if we get a candle closure above that area, if we do have a really big bullish volatile week? Now, this is the all-time new highs on gold. There's no data to go off on the left-hand side. So, at that point, what I want you to do is go up in $5 increments. So, the next TP would be 2790. The next TP would be 2795. 2,800 flat. 2,805. And you get the idea. Going up in $5 increments, they're going to be your TP points. If you go into all-time low highs. So that's one bias if we get the candle closures above. But you're thinking, what if we get a bearish week? Now, like we said, we could break the previous wick high on the weekly. And what if we then flip and continue on bearish? How are you going to determine when that's going to happen? You're going to determine when that's going to happen by looking at our most recent support on the daily. Now, if you get a candle closure below 2663 flat off the daily, then I will expect price to come down towards 2635,735 as first take profits, because look, clean candles to the left, that hits our new support. Then we have a nice wick fill to the left, which is nice for TP2. Then another previous support, 2604,700. Then we have one of our final destinations at 2585619, and then really final targets for the week. We've got this nice area. We've got no bottom wick here, which I'll expect price to tap into and have a reaction. And further on, we've got this wick fill, and then the clean candles to the left as well. If we have that big bearish volatile week, so we really nicely set out. Take screenshots, take the notes down, take the numbers down based off the daily. Now we're going to come down to the 4 hour, where we have a nicer picture. This is where we're just going to, every time we go down a time frame, we're going to tighten things up. I'm just going to get rid of that fib level. I use it as a resistance support because it's pretty clean. Now we can just tidy up. Now we've got a nice clean picture, a nice range created on the 4 hour. So again, it's going to be exactly the same picture. Oh, lovely. Look at that. When the time frames add up beautifully, it makes so much sense. So again, off the 4 hour, candle closure above our most recent resistance that we have just marked out here. Looking left, bang, clean candles come up to our previous support. There's your first take profit at 2746,873. Then we come up to the next resistance with more clean candles. Take TP2, 2753,820, and then again coming up to those all-time new highs. More clean candles. It's beautiful. Really, really beautiful. Now, what about on the opposite scenario? Now, yes, we have a slight candle closure below off the 4 hour, but we do have Asian open. It's the weekend open. So again, we may create a small bullish candle here to create that new support anywhere around this area anyway. So, but if we do get a closure below that 2704,261, again, first take profit point will be after the clean candles is finished at its previous support. Then coming down for the wick fill and the clean candles. And again, tying up nicely with volume, coming down to our major support at 2663 flat. After that, what are we going to do? Looking left is choppy, 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 choppy. After that, later in the week, for more trade ideas, I don't want to be trading in this range here. It is so choppy off the 4 hour, right? If you're a 4 hour trader, You trade it for higher time frames. Don't trade in this range. It's so choppy. Wait for a candle closure outside of this range, because then below 2635735, you've got a lovely clean candle coming, and with the wick fill coming down towards 2614. Then it's more clean. Then you have a bit choppy, but we do have a wick fill coming down towards 2604772. So really nice sell price action for the 4 hour to the downside and the upside. Again, I don't like this area, so I do mark that out as a choppy area, but I'm just going to get rid of that. Now I'm going to come down to the hourly / the half an hour / the 15-minute, where we can find our precise pinpoint entries for our scalps, which looks really nice and tidy. I'm just going to get rid of these so we can really tidy things up, because it's looking lovely and clean. So where's our most recent support? We have to mark that out. Most recent support, 2,700,158. Do we have clean candles to the left? A little bit, which will make a valid trade if we have enough pip range. We've got bit of clean candle and then the wick fill. We have to measure out the range. Is it more than about 20 pips? 20 pips. So this would be one trade idea if we do hold this support. But after that, I want to see a closure below 2697154, because this can be a bit of a choppy area after that wick fill. Just, if you can see, zoom in here. We've got the nice clean candle, then the wick fill, but then looking left after that, we've got this mess, choppy mess. But below that area, this is where you want to be trading into. Whoa, that is a thin bar. That's the area you want to be trading. Look at the lovely clean candles we've got here. So a closure below 2697154. Lovely trade condition coming down towards 2691215, because it's got these lovely clean candles. And then after that, it's more beautiful, because again, we've got these lovely clean candles coming down all the way down towards 2679 flat. So again, later in the week, potentially later in the day, if we do have that bearish week, trading into this area is going to be lovely for sells. Again, wait for the later in the week, perhaps now, maybe the Wednesday or the Thursday. If we carry on that bearish momentum, we get a candle closure below 2678. Then we've got more clean candles coming down towards this area at 2675300, and again, more clean candles coming down towards 2670. So again, after that area, so you can keep marking these out at 2667. These are all going to be TP points. And then again, if you get a candle closure, it might be Thursday or Friday now. If you get a candle closure below 2667100, look at again, clean candles coming down to the left. And that will be it for the week for me, down towards 26660. 2660. Again, we've got more clean candles there, so really nice for sales. Really nice. Wait for them candle closures below them key areas. And you get some really nice sell opportunities. Now that's lovely for sales, but you always have to have two biases, right? What about for buys? Again, really nice resistance formed here. Most recent resistance, and look at the recent resistance. It's really clean, because if you do get a candle closure above 2703650, it will mean we have a nice bullish move, because again, it's acted not only as a resistance, but it's acted here, but it's acted as a support here and a support here, meaning if you do get that candle closure above the key area, you're going to continue on bullish. Now, where TP1 will be at the end of the clean candles coming up towards 2706. Again, we have to measure out the range, make sure it is sufficient enough for us. 30 pips, lovely. So TP2, as you can get the idea now, coming up towards 2712918, because we've got these lovely clean candles. Again, closure above there. More clean candles coming up to our resistance at 2716. Now this is a heavy resistance that we bounced off lots in the past, as you can see. So it is absolutely vital later on in the week, maybe the Wednesday or Thursday, or even the Friday. If you get a candle closure, we need a candle closure above 2716. If you start to come up to this area, you've got your buy trades in, you finish your trade because you come up to that previous resistance, clean candles have run out. This is a heavy resistance, so you have to get a candle closure above this area. Then, looking left, we've got lovely clean candles coming all the way up towards 2723515, and that is beautiful. So coming up from that most recent resistance, coming up towards there, it's a lovely 200 pip move. So yeah, we've got lovely buy ideas, lovely sell ideas for the week. Lots of lovely clean candles. Haven't seen it this nice for quite a while. But yeah, as I said previously, we have got let me just check out the news for you. We've got a US bank holiday tomorrow, no trade day. Tuesday, no news on Tuesday, so it's all good to trade safe. Wednesday, no news. We do have on Tuesday and Wednesday, and I would say day one, and on Monday, must be the whole week, WEF annual meetings. It's only an orange folder, but just something to be aware of, and it's all day for all currencies. The Wednesday, again, no news, which is really nice. Thursday, we do have unemployment claims at 1:30 GMT. Again, don't trade half an hour before the news. Don't trade the news itself, and wait 15 minutes, half an hour after for price to settle. Too risky to trade news. And coming over to the Friday, we have got flash manufacturing PMI, flash services PMI at 2:45 PM. Nothing at 1:30 PM, and that is it. So not too much news. Again, we've got the Trump inauguration tomorrow, so it could be quite a volatile week based off of that. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment down below if you enjoyed this video. Make sure you follow Funding Frontier on Instagram at Funding Frontier. Follow myself as well on Instagram at RyanCruzFX. Hope you've had a good weekend, and we're back to trading for me on Tuesday. Don't trade bank holidays, so I'll see you on Tuesday, and I'll see you later, guys.